Hey crew, thanks for tuning in. I just finished recording this episode. I really liked it. I kept a fast pace throughout the entire episode where I went through flip phones, grayscaling your phone, how to make a super easy, fun budget for the summer, why you should plan a camping trip, and the motto and mentality you should bring to the summer. I think if you follow even one of these tips, you will have a banger summer. Let me know what you think of it. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I will see you at the end of the episode. Bye-bye.
What's up, crew?
Well, in my opinion, boy, what the hell, boy, you need to ask yourself, why aren't you? Kind of controversial, but I don't think we should. I just broke down crying. You're listening to Free to Grow with Jerome Mbaga. New episode every Tuesday. What's up, crew? What's up, crew? You're listening. What's up, crew? You're listening to episode 21, Planning a Fun Summer. I'm actually really excited to make this episode because I feel like it's extremely timely. A lot of people are getting back from university, if you're my age, or if you're still in high school, you're probably wrapping up, or if you're starting work, maybe you're going to keep working the same job throughout the summer. But hey, summer is arriving. It's getting warmer, hopefully, if it's getting warmer wherever you are. But it's great because I'm finally off of uni. Back in Toronto. I've been really here, I guess, for the past 2 days, which has been super awesome. I've been getting up to some really fun stuff. And I'm so excited to do everything. I'm so excited to hang out with new friends I've made over the past year and explore new hobbies that I've got really into over the past year. So I kind of wanted to sit down and plan it all out. Because a lot of the time I feel like we get into the trap of saying, oh my gosh, we should do this, we should do that, and then never actually doing any of it. So let's start. First things first. This might be a controversial one, but I want to start it off with it. I want to talk about flip phones because recently flip phones have been trending a lot. And so this flip phone, the idea of having a flip phone over the summer first came into my life because my roommate, he would lose his phones a lot. And eventually he ended up using a flip phone because he was just in between phones at the moment. But he said he actually really, really, really enjoyed the experience. He said it disconnected him from whatever, just to think about things less, freed up more time to do the things he actually wanted to do. Because sometimes, although scrolling on TikTok or Reels or whatever, or doing any kind of game on your phone, it is fun. But sometimes we turn to regret that, when we're done that, especially me. So one thing I was considering is maybe I should use a flip phone this summer, especially because I want to be posting a lot more this summer. You may have noticed, for example, this past week, I have posted pretty much every single day. And so I kind of want to find a way to post to the level that I do, but also disconnect. But the problem is that the one thing I cannot give up, I'm not going to lie, is music. I cannot give up my music. I love my Spotify playlists, and it's really convenient being able to FaceTime people. It's really convenient to have maps on your phone and all that stuff. A phone is very useful besides TikTok and Instagram. So instead of going with a flip phone approach, what I've decided to do is, first things first, is I grayscaled my phone. It's super easy to do. You just go into settings. If you're on an iPhone, pretty sure Samsung and Androids have this too. But you go into settings, you go to your accessibility portion. I don't know, maybe click something else. And then there's a spot that says color filter. And essentially what happens is my entire phone is gray. Everything works as normal. It doesn't block any screen times or anything. It's just everything is gray. So that helps a lot because when I log in on TikTok or on Reels or whatever, things just seem a lot less interesting. And it's really, really, really fascinating because it's kind of a bit of a mix between fully having the app versus deleting the app or having a screen time thing on it. Normally, if my phone has like all the colors on it, that's how it works, right? You scroll, you keep seeing new colors from video to video, and your brain keeps getting stimulated, which is why you watch it. That's scientifically how it works. There's also other factors like the sounds that are coming from the different videos, or I don't know, maybe you just actually like what you're watching. But a lot of the time, it's just your brain getting triggered by sounds and visual colors that stimulate it. So I was scrolling with TikTok on grayscale, and I stopped after like 2 minutes because I was kind of like, all right, I kind of want to do something else now, which was great. And then another thing I'm also going to be using back is there's an app called Opal. It's free. There's like a paid version if you choose to use it, but it works amazing free. And it's essentially the same thing as using screen time settings from your phone, but I find personally that it's better. It has more settings, more customizable things. It's really not complicated to use at all. So I would highly recommend hopping on that. And then the third reason why I couldn't really switch to a flip phone is because I want to take a lot of photos. Not even for the purpose of posting them, but just like I like taking photos of cool sights I see or when I'm with my friends. And I will not be doing that on 2008 flip phone camera. Absolutely not. I was kind of considering getting a flip phone and then also getting a digital camera and just having them both on me all the time, which is definitely possible. The only thing it would be missing is honestly Spotify. Any of the flip phones that you see that have Spotify kind of defeats the entire purpose of a flip phone, because if it can download Spotify, it can download anything else as well. Which is like at that point, you should just use your phone. So yeah, feel free to look though. But personally, I spent a lot of time looking. I couldn't really find anything. So yeah. Okay. Second one, the hard topic, and sometimes very boring, but a budget. You need a budget. Regardless of how wide or tight your budget is going to be, a budget can help you allocate your money a lot better than you want to. And sometimes it can seem scary. It can seem like this big, super annoying task, adult task that you really don't want to do, but it can help you a lot. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is, as I get my paycheck throughout the summer, I'm going to be splitting a portion of it. Like as soon as it hits my account, I'm going to be splitting a portion of it and keeping that away from my savings. And then the rest is going to be left for spending. That's a very basic technique. And I think a lot of the time, that's all you need, to be completely honest. When people hear the word budgeting, it sounds like a complex, like Excel formula sheet of everything going around. But I think more than not, especially going into a period like summer, especially for me, because this is my first time having a summer that's 4 months long, because I'm in university now. Usually it's only 2 months. So it's a lot of months to be spending a lot of money, which is not good. So sit down and just ask yourself, come September 1st, how much money would you like to have in your bank account? Take that amount of money that you'd like to have in your bank account, subtract it by the amount of money you currently have in your bank account, and then divide that number, let's say divided by the amount of months in summer or the amount of weeks. And you can say, okay, this week I have to put this much away. Do that first. Whatever is left, use that for your spending. If you did just that, that's fine, right? So let's say you have $1,000 in your bank account right now. You want to end the summer with, I don't know, let's say, just for easy numbers, let's say you want to finish it with $5,000. So that means you need to make $4,000 that you need to put into your savings, right? Which means every month, May, June, July, and August, you need to put away $1,000, which means every week you need to put away $250. Super basic, easy math. Just switch those numbers around for your numbers. And it's honestly really beneficial. It doesn't even have to be in a scary, like mundane way where it's like, oh, you're saving for like retirement or something. It could just be you're saving Because I don't know, let's say in the fall you want to go to this cool concert, right? And you want to buy those tickets, or you want to be able to have more spending money when you're back doing whatever you want to do in the fall or next winter. Maybe you want to save up for some cool vacation you want to do next summer. You know, like it doesn't have to be you're saving for taxes and death and retirement and whatever. It is also good to do that. But saving makes your life a lot more fun, because the key thing is it makes you spend money on the things you want to spend money on, which is always the best. And so that leads me into one point I realized is that, Loki, spending money on food is honestly not that good of an investment. Now, obviously, there's groceries and food you need to eat, yes. But I realized that a lot of the money I was spending last summer was just on food. Like if I went to the beach to play volleyball with my friends or something, and then we grab, I don't know, like a hot dog or something. It's small, but it definitely stacks up a lot. So one of the things I personally want to do, and hey, I'm doing it, doesn't mean you have to, is I want to spend less money on food this summer. And well, in general, I want to spend less, but even the same amount of money I would spend on food, I would think I'd rather spend it on maybe experiences. Like I'm kind of considering going to, Tame Impala has a concert in Toronto. Kind of considering that. So maybe if I just didn't eat out as much, I could put that money towards that, or maybe buy some cool clothes, or maybe, I don't know, right? We'll see. Because I kind of realized that the food tastes good and all, but like after an hour or two, or like the day after, you barely even remember you bought that, you know? So kind of my motto, I think, for spending this summer is I kind of really only want to spend money on things that I'll actually remember enjoying, right? You remember spending money on a concert ticket, or spending money to go on a camping trip with your friends or something, you know? That's just where my priorities are at. If that's not your priorities, that's a-okay. But just make sure you're spending money on things you want to spend money on. I think that's a just general agreeable rule, right? Spend money on things you want to spend money on. Don't like be regretting your purchases a day later, or just like get caught up in it, right? Okay. Boring budgeting stuff out of the way. Wow, I'm like really speaking fast. I'm on a roll here. Well, I'm also happy I'm doing this episode because I really like to sprinkle in a balance between like deep, I guess, emotional conversations on this podcast and just calm, happy stuff. You know, this is, I feel like, a little bit of an in between. So yeah. One thing that I would highly suggest to anyone to do this summer is plan a camping trip. Whether it's by yourself, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your loved one, plan a camping trip, because you will have so much fun. You will grow so much, and you will just see such beautiful areas of the world and pieces of nature that could be right outside your backyard that you had no clue existed. Please plan a camping trip. Now, warranting, not the word. What's the word? Caveat? Not really sure. Point to remember, let's call it. Please plan a camping trip with people you want to camp with. And this is really important, and I think this is what kind of messes people up when they hear of camping. A camping trip can be very annoying if you're with people you do not want to camp with. And that doesn't mean you don't like them. I have friends in my life who I consider amazing people and dear, but I would not want to go camping with them. I would not. Only because it could be like very, laid back luxury camping. I'm not talking about going to the Arctic or anything. But some people, how do I say it? Some people have, let's call it, shorter tempers, I would say, or maybe just not very good communication skills, or kind of, it's fine to have a short temper, honestly, And it's fine not to even have the best communication skills, but it's more like the desire to, oh my God, I sound like that podcast clip. Anyways, but it's more about the desire to want to figure things out as a team, you know? Like if you're at your camping site and it's raining and there's like a little bit of rain coming through the tent, it's more just having a little bit of that. All right, we're in this together, you know? It's not like the rain is just raining on you. You know what I mean? Like let's just like suck it up and fix it, go forward. It's totally normal and fine to be upset by that and annoyed and everything. That's fine. It's just more the mentality of like, oh, this is only happening to me kind of thing. And it's really easy for people to feel that way. Those personalities, I think, clash with me specifically a lot. Just because I'm very like team oriented or whatever. I will go on a camping trip with them, but like if it was up to me, I don't think I would. They'd be my first choice kind of thing, which is okay, which is a-okay. They just need a little bit more experience camping. And if you're one of those people, and if you know you're one of those people, good job being self-aware. You are not a bad person. You are just a normal human being who doesn't have a huge knack for camping, which is fine. But if you want to get into camping more, then maybe be a bit more self-aware in this trip, and maybe before you go camping, maybe tell yourself, hey, if I'm annoyed, I should like probably take a deep breath. Or maybe tell the people you're going camping with, like, hey guys, I really don't want to be, but like sometimes I can be a little, let's call it annoying, in times of not sunshine and rainbows. So yeah, but anyways, camping trips are so cool. I've gone to camp ever since I was little. Love it. I like built my whole self, like was built at my camp. I've done a bunch of really, really, really cool camping trips. The coolest one definitely was a 1 month long canoe trip I did on the river called the Moisey. Coolest experience ever in my life. So yeah, if you want to take it a step further past camping, do a canoe trip because it's so fun. You challenge yourself every single day, which is just amazing. But you're also with other people that are going through the exact same experience as you, which is so unique to find. You know, like especially if you're in a city, it's very, very, very incredibly hard, very rare to find someone that's going through the exact same experience as you, and having fun, but also sometimes not having fun. And you know, it's nice to be in it together with a team, I guess. You bond a lot with the people on the trip. You see some cool stuff, do some cool stuff. You get some stories to tell. It's just I would say an objectively good use of time. You know, you get some fresh air, get some exercise. So do that. So those are all the 3 things I have to say, but I'll cap it off with saying, at least for me, but I hope for you. So we're going to do this together. Okay. We are done with the summers of saying, oh yeah, we should do this, we should do that, and then none of the plans happening. Okay, we are done with the summers of sleeping in forever, you know, and kind of just rotting away. This summer, we are going to be outside. We are going to be outside, and that can mean camping, that could be partying, that could be working, that could be in the gym, that could be anywhere you choose to be. Pick up a skill. Pick up any project of anything you want to do this summer and build yourself up. Because you have 2 to 4 months of beautiful weather to completely transform yourself as a human being. Or not. You could say the exact same, but just have a whole lot of fun. So do that. And I'll better see you on September 1st. And you should be able to look back at your summer and be like, hell yeah, that was a banger. Summer of 26. And then summer of 27 will be even better. So try out any of the things I said this episode. Let me know if you liked any of them. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, I've always wanted to say that. But yeah, it really helps the channel a lot if you drop a like on whatever platform you're on. Side note, I will be posting a lot this summer, like quite a lot. My plan is I'm probably going to be posting some form of like real life video, if you will. That could either be like a mini vlog or like a stupid TikTok or just like whatever. Some sort of like video format that's like my real life that I don't really have to edit that much. I plan on posting on a Monday. Podcast episodes on Tuesdays. I'll see you there. Nothing on Wednesdays. And then Thursday, I'm going to post one clip from the episode. Saturday, I'm going to post a second clip from the episode. And then Sunday, hopefully, if we actually get that schedule going, I want to post a singing video. So you're going to be seeing me on your page, on your phone a lot, hopefully in grayscale. Hopefully you will see my videos all in gray. Hopefully that doesn't make you not want to watch them. But yeah, it's going to be a very fun summer. Oh, one last thing. Get yourself a cool pair of sunglasses because that goes so far. That goes so far. Any outfit you're questioning it, even to the tiniest bit, pair of sunglasses. Bang, you are set for the summer. So do that. And I will see you. Bye-bye, crew. Great talk.